Hi, welcome this week 6 of Jinx's Picks. I'm a little tired and sore today. I had therapy last night, so I'm not going to have the same energy I've had the first few weeks. I know what you're thinking. There was energy the first few weeks? What are you thinking? Okay, let's go on. I'll have a joke for you later. Apparently that wasn't it. I was 7-7 last week, so I'm 39, 33, and 4. I need to pick it up. Not a great week. First game is the Chargers are favored by 8 against the Rams at the Rams. I think the Chargers are going to blow out the Rams. I was really high on the Rams last week. Quincy, you're staying for the show. And they disappointed me, so I'm taking the Chargers. The Texans 4.5 over the Chiefs at Houston. I'm going with the Chiefs. They lost their first game last week, but I think the Chiefs are a decent team. Texans have been disappointing. They really have. I thought they would have a great offense, and they were real good the first couple of weeks, but they've struggled a little bit. This is going to be a fun game, the next one. Patriots are favored by 3 at home against the Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens with the points. I think this is going to be a shootout because New England has a real good offense, and they don't play a whole lot of defense in New England these days. So I'm taking the Ravens with the points. Saints are favored by 4 at Tampa Bay. I'm staying with the Saints like I always do. Quincy, you can't go anywhere. I'm staying with the Saints as I always do because I just think one of these weeks they are just going to light it up. They haven't done it yet, but we're going to go with them. The Eagles are favored by 3 at home against the Falcons. Hopefully Michael Vick's going to play this week. Their running game is improved. I'm going to go with the Eagles. The Giants favored by 10 at home against the Lions. The Giants seem to be getting better each week. Their pass rush is good. Manning's playing better. I think they blow out the Lions. Lions got their first win. Now they go back to being the Lions, as we well know. It's not very good. The Bears favored by 6.5 at home against the Seahawks. Seahawks possibly the worst team on the road in the NFL. They're a different team at home and on the road. I'm going to take the Bears, giving the 6.5. Packers favored by 3.5 at home against the Dolphins. The Packers are beat up. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to play. Jermichael Finley, their tight end, is out for the year. It's painful, but I'm taking the fish. I'm going to take the Dolphins with the 3.5 points. Somebody just got a text message. We'll ignore that. Last of the early games, Steelers are favored by 13 at home against the Browns. Roethlisberger, this is his first week back unless he picks up somebody on the way to the game. Okay, I was kidding. I'm going to take the Steelers, giving the 13.5. The 4 o'clock games, we have the Jets are favored by 3 at the Broncos. Jets are getting better every week. It's strange to say, but they're getting better every week, and I'm going to take the Jets, giving it 3 points. 49ers are favored at home, 6.5 over the Raiders. Goodbye, Quincy. She's so impersonal. I'm going to take the Raiders with the 6.5. 49ers, we keep saying every week, well, they've got to win. They may win this week, but I don't think they cover the 6.5 against the Raiders. The Vikings, favored by 1.5 at home against the Cowboys. The Vikings scored, they scored 22 points last week, or 20 points against the Jets, who might have the best defense in football. Dallas let up some big plays. I think the Vikings cover the points. The Colts are favored by 3 at the Redskins. As much as I love the Colts, and they just haven't, their running game isn't great, their defense is struggling, I think the Redskins might upset the Colts. I'm taking the Redskins at home with the 3 points. Before we go to the Monday night game, my joke of the week. It's not as good as last week's, but I like this joke. This is church. They've got a big bell tower, and they're advertising that they have a help wanted sign out. So this man walks up, and he's got no arms, but he walks up and he says, "What kind of job is it?" And he says, "Well, we need somebody to ring the bell every hour." So he says, "Well, I can do that." They said, "How?" He said, "Well, I run and I hit my head against the bell, and I got a really hard head, so don't worry, and the bell will ring." So the priest who hires him says, "Okay, you can have the job." So about a week later, he's running to ring the bell, and he trips and falls, and he falls all the way from the bell tower down, and he's laying dead on the street. And no one knows who he is. And the priest finally comes over, and they said, Father, do you know who this man is?" And he looks, he goes, "I don't remember his name, but his face rings a bell." He had laughed. You're laughing now. I know you are. Okay. Last game of the week, and with that joke, this may be my last game of the year. I see people in the studio audience here shaking their heads. The Titans are at the Jaguars. Titans are favored by 3. I'm taking the Titans. I don't know why. The Jaguars just don't impress me. David Garrard's had a couple of good games early. He's really struggled as of late. So we're going to go with the Titans giving 3. And hopefully I'll do better than my 7-7 last week. And we'll see you next week. And hopefully I'll have a guest next week. A guest that doesn't run out in the middle of the show.